Today is September 21st, and yeah, we're back at school. Uh, guys, right now, it is so difficult to tell you what is gonna happen. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what to look forward to right now. Hey guys, welcome to the channel, guys. Those of you who are here for the first time, if you are regular here, then thank you guys so much for just supporting the channel and just being around. Today's discussion was a healthy one, informative when it comes to child-friendly school and that kind of thing. I think that the school that I'm at, they have been doing a pretty good job. I would say they have been, because I'm still a bit new to the school, right? If you guys have been following me before, you would know that this is my third year. When I went there, I was pretty impressed that they were taking like the whole child-friendly model very seriously. The session was not just about like the face-to-face environment, but online and everything in general, which is really good that we are also bringing that into the mix, given that right now our country, we have been seeing a rise in COVID-19 cases, and we are not sure what format school would take, if we're going to do online, if we're going to do face-to-face, if we're going to do a blended approach of both online and face-to-face. We're just not sure right now, and there was no announcement made about what is going to happen. I guess we just have to look forward and see exactly what's going to happen. Yeah, what's really going to happen. And you guys know that we had the last Fire eruption. So with that eruption, there were still persons within some of the schools in our country. But I think now what they're trying to do is to get those persons to be relocated to their homes or to other places until they're able to go back to their homes. So it is good that even in this climate, this atmosphere, that we are still talking about child-friendly, because as we know, child-friendly, it doesn't only have to do with the environment itself, but it also has to do with the climate. And that was something that came out too in the session, which was really good. I think that's something that all of us, we do share in common, so I know that that would continue. So from the inception of COVID-19 in March of 2020, after we went on Easter break, when school started, after that we went online. Then we were able to recover, and we were able to go back to school face to face from September until December that said year. And then this year we have done strictly online for the whole of this year. So the 2 terms that we had this year, they were online. I woke up early, I got some sun, I cooked, just like all days, how I would do it to go to school. It felt all right. It felt good. It felt like, yeah, you got something doing. Because, sometimes when you're at home, like, sometimes you're doing a lot, but it just doesn't feel as though you're doing a lot. I don't know, but that's how I feel some days. I mean, I enjoy online teaching, I enjoy face-to-face teaching, but sometimes some things are really hard to get across online. Yeah, that's the hard part of it. But be the technology age, it would be great for us to get used to online teaching, and even after we are able to get back to face-to-face teaching, by the will of God, that we still continue to work surrounding online teaching, do sessions online so that we can keep up in case there's an emergency, like a national emergency or something, and we have to rely on online teaching. Because the transition, it was really hard I normally teach online, and for me that transition was still hard. So think of teachers who have never taught online before. I can imagine what they were going through. I think that's something that we should start incorporating even at like the teachers college level. My thing is, right, try to teach online, in a more interactive way, ensure that we have lots of activities to keep our students engaged, ensure that we have proper microphones so that our students can hear us well, try as best as we can to keep our cameras on while we teach and so on. I know that one sometimes it doesn't go well with every teacher because we are all in different situations, but I think it helps a lot because sometimes there are students who may not hear what you're saying well, but yet they can watch your camera and they can sometimes read your lips to know what you're saying. I mean, it's a roller coaster. Any way you take it, it's gonna be a roller coaster. You take it face to face, it's gonna still be a roller coaster in some ways. The routines are sometimes very difficult to keep up with when it's face to face and so on. So anyway you take it, you still have to work with the downsides that it's gonna present, and that's just, to me, what it is. You have to just try to allow yourself to just be present in the moment and just try show up, keep active, and just try do your best. Your best is always good enough. Once you do your best, then I'm thinking that you're giving the students the most that you can, and while you're giving them the most, you try to ensure that you are taking care of yourself. I mean, some things would just feel exhausting, some things would be exhausting. That's what we know. That's a part of our everyday life, our everyday struggle. Sometimes we try to go overboard because of the fact that we know that there's a need and we just want to fill that gap. We want to do as much as we can, but sometimes we have to know how and when we are doing this, because sometimes we may be trying to fill that gap, trying to attend to those needs, and still not meeting them because of the approach that we have and because of the timing that we're doing it. So we have to take like everything into consideration and know exactly what we're doing, try to ensure that we make a plan. We're not going to stick to the plan, like, fully grounded in the plan, so that, okay, we can't go unscripted some days, but we're going to try to work to ensure that our plan shows progress, if you guys know what I mean. So, yeah, it's a roller coaster, but we can make it. We know that there are some children who would not get the maximum out of it, but what we have to cater for, even though they do not get the maximum, that they're getting the average or they're getting some passable out of it, essentially. At least cater for that, right? Just research, try to study, and try to come up with meaningful ways of engaging the students and keeping our learners active, and ensure that we are doing what we should be doing. Just ensure that learning is taking place on a whole, despite whatever your situation is. To me, I would just say embrace it. Sometimes in whatever form it comes, we just embrace it. Like sometimes you're praying for something and the thing comes, but you cannot see that that's it right there in front of you. And the reason why it's like that is because we know we are of different perceptions depending sometimes on our environment, things around us, that kind of thing. So sometimes we just change. We change with the season, or we change sometimes to fit the current issue around us. We can see some light, even though, sometimes we're seeing darkness, we can see some light in it still. And we have to try to just make the best of every situation. And that's just my belief, make the best of every situation. So I'm encouraging you guys to just make the best of it and try your best. Yeah, try your best. I think I've rambled enough, guys, and I'm gonna just stop the video right here. I think I'll do another video as time progresses. I have a presentation that I have to do this week, so I'm gonna be working on that today, and then try to ensure that I get some rest. I need some rest. I have not been taking enough rest since the holidays started, and I think that's one of my side effects from online teaching. The glare, the light from the computer, and the constantness of it. You have to do all activities online. You have to do lesson plans online, slides, you have to teach online. So that constantness of the glare from the computer, I think that has been affecting my eyes a lot. Not only that, while I was teaching, I was like sitting a lot. I've tried my best to do some standing classes at times, but sometimes that just didn't work out as well as I wanted it to. So most of the time I just find myself sitting, and I think that has caused some issues to sometimes a posture. By the time you sometimes choose to relax, you have to deal with all the aches and the pains from the posture. That's another thing too. Make sure that you have a desk and a proper chair, position yourself. Do some standing classes sometimes, guys. Trust me, it would help you a lot. You can alternate. That would be really, really good. If you do it today standing, tomorrow you do it sitting. If you do one class standing, you do the next one sitting. Guys, you don't have to go into the expense of purchasing those standing tables and that kind of thing. You could just make shift. We know how to do that quite well creatively. So you guys can do that. Sleeping has become challenging. So it's not something that I wish on anybody. I know how much I would have dealt with this sleeping issue before while I was going through my sickness. 2015, when I just got sick, I had to deal a lot with insomnia. It's where there were nights sometimes you just can't find yourself sleeping. You're trying to sleep, but like everything just keep flashing back at you. The light, the glare, like your eyes and so on, and sometimes there's nothing at all, where you just can't get to sleep. You're there resting your head and you're good, you calm and everything, and the sleep is just not coming. But I found myself these days doing some steam before bed. I'm actually doing this for COVID-19, something that I've seen, and they have said that it's something really good to do. Just put your head over boiling water and just allow it to get through your nostrils and so on, and that can help. So I've been doing a lot. I am putting like ginger and stuff in the water, and that has been helping somewhat with sleep. I take vitamin D. My vitamin D levels when I was sick was really, really low. I'm still pretty much battling with vitamin D levels. I take vitamin D every day. Plus I do sun walks or sun baths almost every morning, or sometimes every other morning, depends. So I've been keeping up with those things, taking care of myself. I've been taking probiotics, and all that. I'm mindful that I need to take B12 every here and there, so I have been taking B12 too. But what I'm gonna do now, I think I'm gonna take a combination of all the Bs. So I'm gonna take a B complex. I've already purchased the B complex. One of the good things about this B complex, I will post a picture of it. I saw that it has inositol, and that inositol, that is really good for people who are suffering with PCOS, which is a condition that I am suffering with. So I'm gonna take that, and hopefully let's see if that gives me some changes with my sleep, guys. Yeah, let's see, because I've put my studies on hold. My masters, I'm currently reading for masters in education in innovative teaching and learning. I've put that on hold during this whole online teaching thing because it was getting in the way. I just couldn't do it and do online teaching at the same time. I know that we should be able to multitask, but that was too difficult for me, so I had to put that on hold. I'm still trying to see how best to go about it resuming, as in what format school is gonna be taking and all that before I like sign up for the next course, because that too is online. So let's see how that goes, guys, and I'll keep you guys posted. All right, so you guys take care until I see you, and I wish you the best for the school year if you are a teacher and you're following my channel, and I hope that you have a successful one. I hope that your students, they would certainly have fun and they would learn and engage as much as they can during this year. Just take it slow, take it easy, and keep faith, guys. God is there, He's a prayer away. Keep praying, keep praying, keep praying. That's all that we can do in this season. We can pray. God, His hands are not short, and His ears, they are not far away. He's always there. That's what we have, guys. We have hope. Hold on to that hope that we have in Christ Jesus. So I just want to wish all teachers out there the best for this school year, whether you're teaching face-to-face, blended, online, whatever your mode is. I just want to wish you guys the best. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, if you have come this far in the video, and I hope that I'll see you guys for our next one when we can chat some more. Let me know what you guys are going through right now, what's happening on your side, and yeah, so until then, guys,